In the previous video, we had discussed about different types of spherical mirrors, right? We had discussed different types of spherical mirrors as well as introduction to concave, convex mirrors, and also we had discussed about some terms related to spherical mirrors, right? Now, we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is loss of reflection in spherical mirrors, right? Loss of reflection is not only for plane mirrors but is also for used for spherical mirrors also. Loss of reflections in the sense it can be used for any types of mirror. Any type of mirror it is applicable. It is a law. Okay. So it is applicable for plane mirror, also concave mirror, convex mirror also. So how can we use them? Here we know that for case of plane mirror, it will be like this: plane angular equal to angular. We can say like that. But in convex and concave, there will not plane mirror. No, it is not plane surface to draw exactly the normal. How can we draw? How can we identify that concave, convex reflections exactly? Let's look into that picture. Okay. Hello everyone, this is Pranav Donabudi and welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we had discussed some important terms, like if this is a spherical mirror and one side it is coated with silver, the line which is drawn exactly perpendicular to the curvature of the mirror is called principal axis. It is exactly perpendicular to the curvature of the mirror, right? It is perpendicular axis. Sorry. Principal axis. Now, the point which is intersection of principal axis as well as the curvature of the mirror is called pole. Generally, this mirror is extended in this manner, right? It is taken from a circle. This circle has a center, right? Circle is a sphere. We have taken it from a sphere. So the whole sphere will have one center. That center is called center of curvature of that mirror. We have discussed another important term. When all parallel rays hit the mirror, they will all intersect at one point only. Okay? They all intersect at one point only. What is the point? That point is called focus. It is called focus. This is called center of curvature. The distance between the center of curvature and the pole is called the radius of curvature. The distance between the focus and pole is called focal radius or focal distance. These are some important terms. I had said in the previous video, I had raised a small question in the previous video, that is, when all parallel rays intersect, why only at focus only? What is the exact reason behind that? We will discuss that too in this video, or we can extend that to next video. Okay? Now, laws of reflection are mainly three. There are mainly three laws of reflection, right? One is I equal to R, angular equal to angular. I, R, and lies on same plane. N is in between I and R. How can we write like this? This is an important one. Firstly, before discussing this laws of reflection application in both concave and convex, we will discuss how to indicate in convex mirror those are. Simply we can draw, this is pole, this is perpendicular axis and principal axis. So this will become pole. The radius of curvature lies inside. In the sense, the center of curvature is extended from inside. Now, it is dotted like this. It is dotted like this. From where the curvature starts, from that only we will take a sphere. So this is called center of curvature. This is called focus. Okay, this is called focus. This is center of curvature. And also remaining, we know this is radius of curvature, this is focal radius or focal distance. Okay, focal distance is indicated by small f and radius of curvature is indicated by capital R. Okay. Convex mirror, we had seen convex mirror, we will see concave mirror also. Inside coding, this is convex mirror, right? Concave mirror means inside only reflection. This is okay. C F P P F C is the order. Okay, and remember P F C or C P F. Always in between C and P, F will be there. That is simply a notation, how to notate them. Okay, by using them, we will know how to apply these three laws in those mirrors. How to apply these laws in that mirror. Okay, these three laws. Generally, for plane mirror, we had discussed I, R, and lies on same plane. I and R is in R either side of normal. Sir, now there is a question, sir. Firstly, we will discuss about concave mirror, sir. It will be easy for concave mirror. No, I like concave mirror, that's it. Okay, we will discuss these laws in the concave mirror case, sir. How we will discuss, sir? This is a concave. This is not at all a concave mirror. This is not at all a spherical shape. Okay, this is the concave mirror. This is the principal axis. This is the center of curvature. This is pole. In between focus. Focus in the sense all parallel rays where intersect exactly. That point is called focus. Okay. Now, which side is silver ring and this side? Concave mirror. Okay. Now, I had taken first. I have to know where is normal. Right? Normal where? Here on this plane. Where is normal? Normal is. Do you know circle has normal exactly passing through center of that circle. Normal always passes through the center of circle. Exactly, we draw normal where the incident ray is hitting on the plane meter. If it is hitting here, we will like this. Okay, if it is not hitting, if it is hitting here somewhere this corner, we will do like this. Okay. In the same way, if I am considering a ray is hitting like this here in this point. Okay, I don't know the angle. We should not draw like this. Okay, this is wrong. All people confuse here. We should not draw like this. We should join. I said normal passes through center of the circle, in the sense center of curvature, and the point of incident. The normal is joining point of incidence on the mirror and the center of curvature. This is the normal. In sense, normal in the sense the line joining the normal incident point and also center curvature. We know generally this is a circle. This becomes the normal because tangent, the line which is perpendicular to the tangent is called a normal. We know tangent can be drawn anywhere. Like this, sketching one point is tangent. Perpendicular to the tangent always passes through center, right? So this is normal. This is tangent. So I am removing the tangent. So this is the normal. Normal always passes through center of curvature, center of the circle. This is the normal. Now you can look at it. This is angle of incidence. Angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence. I am taking equal angle, this much angle of. Okay. This is angle of reflection. Okay, this is the angle of reflection. It reflects like this. Okay, in this manner. Generally, all think that if the concave mirror is like this, incident ray is like this. This is the normal, so it reflects like this. Wrong. This is totally wrong. Okay, it reflects in this way. Now, I am taking, this is the principal axis, this is the principal axis, this is the ray, parallel parallel rays parallel to principal axis. Now draw normal incident point in this. This is the angle, this is the focus. This is the angle, equal angle I am taking. See, exactly passing through focus. In the sense here also I can draw in the same way. This is the angle, so this will be the angle. See, due to this angular property in the laws of reflection, they get all passes to the focus. Because parallel rays in the sense, angle will be same, angle of incidence on the mirror will be same anyway. So it passes through focus always. Now, first law is described how to draw normal in the concave mirror. This is okay. This is a line with the rays hitting like this. We have to simply draw normal where the incident point and this is center of curvature. This is angle of incidence. Same angle of incidence we have to draw another angle. The angle of reflection. If it is hitting here, it's like this. See, this becomes angle of incidence and this becomes angle of reflection. In this manner, we will draw like this. See, I am taking a basic angle, basic representation, you will get a clarity. This is pole, this focus, this is curvature. And now, I am taking a ray which is exactly hitting the pole. Incident point should be connected with center of curvature. It exactly coincides with the principal axis. So, reflects like this, right? This is the angle of incidence, this is the angle of reflection. See, this acts as a normal directly, principal axis acts as a normal. Now, I, R and lies on same plane, right? They are on the same plane. They are on the same plane, right? If it is sitting like this, it reflects like this. It is not changing its path. It is not going to any Z axis. It is going to stay there only, in this path, in this plane only, in this board only. So first, second, satisfied. I and R are on either side of, this is normal law in this case. I and R are on either side of this plane, right? Now, we will see this in the convex mirror. Okay, this outer surface is not silver. Outer surface is used for reflection. Inner surface means concave. Outer surface means convex. This is center of curvature. This is focus. This is small. This is principal axis. We know all this. Here, how to draw? I had incident lines on the mirror. It is incident like this. We know only one thing. We have to join the incident point and this incident point is joined with the center of curvature. So this acts as normal. Again, this is incident angle. So this will be reflected angle. Okay. If it is explained like this, coming towards the focus surface. On the case we will discuss in the other class. Okay. Ray diagrams related to these will be discussed in another class. How image is formed, how object is formed. See, how object is used for formation of image. Anywhere in the plane mirror, same image will be formed, right? In the plane mirror, if we keep anywhere object, the image will be at same only. It will not invert it. Don't change its properties. But in convex and concave, so many properties will be changed. We will discuss in a later class. Okay. Now, are you clear with this? We have to join simply center of curvature. This is convex, right? This is parallel ray. Parallel ray also I will discuss. This is parallel ray. Here, this is center of curvature. This is parallel ray. Simply intersection. These are to join. Means this becomes the angle of incidence, angle of reflection. Okay, this coming there. Okay, angle of reflection. How this will reflect, we had understood how they will reflect by using angle of reflection, how it will be, and normal how we have to draw. Simply, we have to join incident point and center of curvature. This is the main sentence for drawing normal. Sir, but will this statement work for even plane mirror? See, this is the plane mirror. Plane mirror has which radius, man? Man, what is the radius of curvature of plane mirror? We don't know. What is the radius of curvature of plane mirror? We don't know. It is infinite. See, this is a big circle. You take a big circle. A big circle. In that, it appears to be plane. In the sense, this point to the infinite radius. Somewhere here it will be radius. Infinite distance equal to radius. Radius is infinite for plane mirror. Joining the incident point and center of curvature. Center of curvature is somewhere here. This is incident angle. This is incident point. I am joining this. That's why I am drawing exactly the perpendicular line to the normal. See. Once again, you get a clarity. If you take a big circle, this small part appears to be simply, I am taking the small part. See, it approximately looks like a plane mirror. See, for this plane mirror, this will be center of curvature. It's very far. So, if it is incident like this, it is joined like this. See, exactly perpendicular. Perpendicular in 90 degrees. That's why, see, once again I explain. This is a total circle, man. This is a total circle. It's a very big circle. Not our. It is beyond our imagination how to draw a circle. So in that circle, if I take a small part, it appears to be simply a straight line, right? Now I am seeing that straight line in a zoomed way. It appears like this. I am joining this incident like this. It is infinite, so it is simply coming perpendicular to the line. So you can say exactly the perpendicular line drawn to the plane mirror is angular. This also this line satisfies even for plane mirror too. These all the laws are already satisfied. In the next video, we had discussed till now what is laws of reflection applied in this two plane mirrors. If you want a clear explanation about laws of reflection of the plane mirrors, you can watch the previous video, that is light chapter part 3, and you could get a clear clarity and total detailed explanation about this even topic. The small topic also I had made one video. You will look at that and you will get a clear perspective about the topic, and that topic will be applied everywhere in the mirrors topic. Okay, this is very important topic. From now onwards, next video we will discuss about, I will take a small topic. See me, image, how it will be coming, I don't know. That like we will form an image. How it will be formed, we will discuss these different types of ray diagrams of this concave mirror and also convex mirror in the next videos. Until then, keep studying. This is Pranav signing off. Bye.